Hello and welcome back to the fourth and final part of Mr. Mongol's SOVL run. Genghis Khan here has all the cavalry he could possibly want, and we're at the stage of the campaign now where we can carefully game out how much experience points we need to min-max. Now ideally, we want to arrive either here or here. That allows us to heal full just before the difficult final boss. So in order to navigate, we could do this and go battle heal for max gold at the shop and then good amount of strength. If we came up this way, we could take 3 fights and heal, so that's the true maximum gold approach, as well as the XP. Realistically, though, I don't think I need that much gold. These two will generate a fair bit. We'll buy maybe 1 unit, or not even bother. We can just purchase a whole load of upgrades. That would be good our way. Yeah, we can do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 XP. We can choose at the campsites for either healing or XP. If we gauge each of our units, Genghis himself will level up after the first one. And then you would think that if there's 4 XP available, he could level again. However, to jump from 7 to 8, we require 4 experience points. So he'll end at level 7, 3 of 4. So that he'll have to make 2 with just the 1. But the Griffin Throat Singer can level. He'll get 1 level and then just heal a bit at the campsites. And for all of our cavalry, the 3 XP needed gentlemen will get to their max level there and will be able to heal to full at the camp, which is perfect. And at 2 of 4, that will level and then just get to level 8 and stop. Strange that somehow this will reach level 8, but this unit won't. Is that perchance it's the knights who we gave an extra level instead of having to turn them into undead? So there's a benefit. They get a silly high level all the way up to 8, but then that's the cap. This will level and then could in theory get another one at the very last campsite, and then this is fine. So these two, Light Cavalry and Imperial Knights, will be the ones I have to make a choice for, but everything else will be very straightforward. I'm happy to take this path as it generates a nice amount of gold and gives us our respites baked in. Iolotti. That'll be some monsters and flying units coming towards me. One of those rare armies I can't just disregard. Well, if I use the weakest unit over here to distract things... Oh, there's not much point. I might as well just stretch out across the map. I have a fairly large army here because of all the stretch sizes, so I will just have to kill everything. Can I eliminate a unit of nuke priests in 1 turn? They've only got 2 wounds each, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 3 wounds on the priest. All defense 3. So effectively 13 wounds at defense 3. That should be killable with shooting. And ideally, and then I could even throw the light cavalry into these skirmishers. I get 2 back of every cavalry unit when I go to the next campsite, so we can take quite a bit of damage here and not to be concerned. Okay, they target the 1 unit that doesn't have a banner of mist. Of course they do. Maybe that's something to learn in the future. I'll move them fractionally further back so they're not the priority target every time. Good, they've wasted their turns now, so I can just ride it. Everything else can charge forward. Shoot them. 10. Okay, well that's the unit already dead. These pterodactyls are a bit of a headache. The priest will charge, however I'm more than happy to take a battle with her to attack Ute Priest and pummel it into oblivion, so we'll use the shots over here instead. The cavalry can come over here and flank this unit easily. Let's get into short range. This unit may survive. Yes, it has a wound left. How irritating. Am I able to get away from them? It's going to be tight. I can't quite tell. I think I'm still visible there, sadly. It's incredibly tight. It's worth a try. And this unit, of course, can just kill this one after I let these come forward. Ideally, someone will engage that pesky fire lizard. I suppose throwing Kant into the side of one of these big monsters, or even coming up here to charge and break the bruisers. That's clever. If I put him right there, he can charge and hit the bruisers, at which point they'll break and run and I can immediately push them off the board. Yeah, that's what should have happened over there. And I'll back off because I don't particularly want to engage big ceratopsids. They are rather durable. Defense 7, 8 wounds. Everything over here is moved, so let's just do this right now. That's that unit flanked and dealt with. Yep. Kind of try to push through. If I wait for this to move, I might be able to jump behind it. Suppose I can do this now. I was hoping it would wait and see where that fire lizard gets to, but I might just have to go forward. Get to there. None of this will charge me as it's all ranged units, so their vision cones are of no consequence, and we can just pop through and eliminate that unit instantly. Oh, yeah, okay. So I had to wait for this pest to do that. Fine, you got me. Well done. You two. I don't want to fight these. I'm just going to shoot them to death, so I'll have you come this way. Maybe I'll have you two swap over. This will come forward. It doesn't really matter. I'll have enough movement that maybe I can charge that and not have to deal with the Triceratops. Fundamentally, I should outrange it. Just a question of if it can get far enough to hit me, and it probably can, looking at the arc of its fellows. I'll give it a go. We are just outsides. Reach and kill this. Or even intercept that rider if it does something annoying. Right, so first things first, you get rid of those. Ah, interesting. That's kind of irritating. The only way to stop that would be by doing this. Obviously doesn't put me in an amazing position later, but I would rather that unit be free to kill that. Fire lizard's not that much of a threat, honestly. We need to beat this. This will be dead, they should be broken, and this will be dead. Downside of just failing to kill this. Oh, I forgot to charge. I was so enamoured with what was happening elsewhere, I didn't actually declare that one. Whoopsie doodle. Pass all of your armour saves, and it's as though the mistake never happened. This turn, they are defense 5, which is quite impressive, but I think our power is high enough such that we're still better off re-rolling hits to be more accurate. Unless I accidentally... Did I already buy... I already do re-roll attacks on the characters. That's only for the Griffin. Probably better off the other way around then. Ah, close enough. You've given me an avenue to escape. I rather appreciate it. Sadly, even at power 4 with our pistol shots, most range things like bows and arrows are power 3. Firearms go up to power 4, but against defense 7 it still has a 2-up save. It's just super impervious to ranged fire. You will now take the desired flank charge on that as planned. Divine Favour in itself. Somehow I don't think that'll change the outcome. I might be able to get this unit around here. Charge them this turn. I can, it just depends on... Just about see them. I can use... I'd love to move this unit first and get it out the way, but then I need to wait for that last Triceratops to move before I do that. I can easily see them there, that's no problem. Once Divine Favoured itself. Oh, it had already moved. I'm just wasting my own time. Okay. Never mind, I'm a bit of a wally. By far the best target for my ranged output. Once this is dead, I can just kill it anyway. We'll be intercepted and have to flee. I'll take 1 wound for the priest. And then it dies. Shocking. Alright, let's reroll some hits. Still not full house, never manage it. And we do a good amount of damage. Yeah, Hex of Ruin would have actually been better here. Do considerable amount considering how little attacks they had. I'm close to being finished. As it stands, I'll heal 1 for 3, and then the campsite will heal 3. So I go from 1 to 2 to 5, and I'm full HP again. Not to forget this time. Kill this, please. No, you have to kill... Would you rather take this, or would you rather just charge those? I've taken a wound. I don't think they'll do 3 wounds, and I'll get that much back for free. So I'll do this. I'll take the front charges. I'll just absorb and kill them. It prevents this unit from being shot, which is more important to me. This one will flee. Oh, and then they've... I thought for a moment they would block the charge, but no, we're okay. Do that, I need it. Okay, now how do I do this in order? I'd love to shoot this before it gets a turn. To do that, I think the play is to rush up here. And squeeze a shot through. Good enough? No, unless it rolls every single save and we do nothing. Okay. Stop shooting at him. Okay. Fine. All the damage into the fire lizard now. I'm now worried. You have 10, you have 9, so you do more damage. So in theory, you'd be the better shot. There we go. Wasn't that much to ask, failing 2 saves. Gonna be a headache about it. Which is the injured one, that one. Saving these abilities for any reason, so just use them all now. Make these disappear. Put all of your damage into the one we've already chipped. Yeah. Rolls 2 1s each time, we will not complain. And then you really just need to not be here anymore. I suppose you could try rear charging this to break it, but what will happen? This will charge it, we'll flee to get away from it. I'll just hide you away now. I don't need you in any further combat. Can't get over there. What if I just went straight to it instead of faffing around? There you go, much easier. I don't need Hex of Ruin yet. I'll use Hex of Ruin next turn to cripple its defense and then shoot one of these to death instantly. That's the whole unit, and they didn't. They only did the 1 wound, so we'll heal that back. And that's the whole unit, perfect. And we took no damage at all. Measly power 2 on Newt Skirmishes. They can't do a whole lot. Well done. Now run away. No interest in engaging these monsters in close combat. Our heavy cav's done its job, get in there, hit and kill things, and then back off. And now the light cav can perform its function. I like how they're returning fire gradually. Rather you not pick off my guys. A couple of these to see if they come back first. It's the one that isn't -1 to hit that takes all the fire. Otherwise they'd be hitting on 6s. We at least get a 2-up save, so they shouldn't be able to do a whole lot. So roll a 1. No, we got away with it. What do you think? I guess I could use both of these first this turn to see if I can kill this. Yep. And if not, I'll then use Hex of Ruin. I think on this one or this one. I'll just do it now. If we kill these, the better. I'd love for you to go hide behind an ally unit. Can't continually shoot you over and over again. It's 5, so it's only a 3-up save now at least, and because of that it dies. Yeah, all those 2s now count as damage. Yeah, these are full HP monsters, so I have to start working on them. We're lucky, the game may end this turn, so I might be clever and try and flank one of these to see if I can stop them from charging. Not. Routing this turn, so if I can get rear charges I may as well take them. As it prevents them from shooting. I can't, sadly. Their last few shots. Damage. Haha. This is now irrelevant. I'm just seeing if I can kill this one with all the light cav firing into it. The wound, that will disappear. 3 ups to hit, 3 ups to save. About. 3. You do the same, you do 3 as well, my golden. Yeah, perfectly average. We did 9 wounds. I don't know, would we even bother? How do we deal with you? Next turn I'll just charge you a bunch. We'll skip that. It's interesting that the majority of the damage came from the bows and arrows from the Triceratopses slowly but surely chipping away. I get 1 back, which is excellent, because I get 2 for free when I go to the campsite, so we'll bear that in mind. Cart levels. With rerolling all hits passively, I don't really need any more skill, so just pure attacks is better. And light cavalry down here. Unit size. Again, they don't have their skill. How frustrating. Although they may get it when they get their final level at the end, so may all work for us, I suppose. I'll just take more of them then. More fire, and then these knights. Neither of those particularly matter. I guess just more of them is fine. Okay, and then healing. This will heal to full. That will heal to full. You'll heal to full. This will heal to full. You'll get 3 and heal to full. So it's only these 2 that matter. Now when I go to the camp, I'm going to want... No, they won't level again, sadly, because they only get... there's a camp, a fight, and then a camp. There's still 3 more XP, so they get the final XP point at the last campsite, which means they get 1 round of healing there. So I either take the healing now and then go into full strength for the second battle, or I take the gold now, be slightly undermanned. I think the gold's probably worth a bit more. I don't need them at full strength. Let me do the rest. Yep. There's all our dudes. Okay. Level, it's basically just XP for everyone. Okay, wounds is good. Let's not die. Knights here. Yes, become fearless. There you go. High level 8 Imperial Elites. Knights down there. Still don't have their own Imperial Elites. That's a bit of a shame. It means they're not going to get it this campaign. Okay, to make up for it, I'll just improve their skill. Okay, do I want... because yes, they will actually get the final level later, so I'll take the experience. Okay, starting to get quite a few of them. I have to stretch out again. I'm going to keep them to 2 ranks. It's just easier to maneuver. That's a pretty hefty chunk of cavalry. Get all the way up to... In fact, if I go beyond 12, if I heal that unit anymore, I'll be forced to have 3 ranks sticking out the back there, which is somewhat uncomfortable. Wow. It just goes to show how much you can pack SOVL with cavalry if you really wanted to. Now this way. Shadow Master Itch. Gotsinger and Kengis fly over the building. And then Ashig's the super high level one. And then you're the bad one that doesn't have Imperial Elite, so I'd like some... we should probably just pack aside here and kill everything here quickly. In this case, I'll use the somewhat rubbish... to physically fit everyone on one flank. They're so wide. Can you fit in there yet? Nope, not enough space. Okay. Guys, please make some room. There you go. Then I'd rather use the kind of rubbish one to distract anything coming this way. Swap these around. They do have some of their own pesky long rifles to be concerned with. These do double wounds, so can kill us quite effectively. I think I can reach one of them instantly with Kengis, so we can deal with that one. This one's more of a hassle. There's no easy way to get to that. Lose one. They'll come forward. I can probably just shoot them to death. They're only 6 wounds, defense 3. Yeah, I'll just stand my ground and fire at them immediately. You fire at me, I fire at you, and mine is a bit more effective. Start getting guys forward so they get out of each other's way. Your turn now. We have thicker armor so we can endure shots. They don't quite have the power of cannon fire. They're more akin to sniper rifles, putting a hole through the eye of the rider on top. These will come forward. Start out positioning them. The monsters. Can't reach that unit effectively, so I'll just get out the way. Kind of done a smart job of tucking them away there. I can't really get in there to charge it. In fact, it's basically impossible. It's a genius bit of positioning from the AI by accident. Fine, I guess I'll just satiate myself by killing skulkers instead. I preferred short range shots, but never mind. And now they've moved. That unit hasn't moved yet though, just bear that in mind. I still have to get for short range. More. There we go. And one skulker left. What a waste of DPS. I don't have any like small chip damage to do to these units. Okay. They've moved everything except that one, so I can move with some impunity here. I'm fast, but I'm not fast enough to completely disregard their charge arcs. Can I get into the flank of the monstrosities? Possibly, yes. I can reach them already because I'm faster. The question then becomes, will the game allow me to situate myself here and then break them, get them off the field? Probably can be done, yeah. Give it a go. Oi, don't shoot me. Ow. I still have a unit, of course, you. Yes. I can. Oh, in fact, it will even allow me to get through and kill the rifles. Is that better or worse than just getting rid of those annoying alphas? The alphas really don't concern me. I think I'd rather kill the long rifles. All of their shooting dead. Okay. Mind of the game to let's get away with that. I could have charged this to kill it. And in fact, I may very well do later because it can do. I'll allow it to hit me and just ignore it. Everyone else is shooting and go into a real target. I'd like for that. Sadly, this unit moves last, so we're not going to be able to outposition it. Be much of a unit left in a second, though. Frosty wants to play. I don't. Just charge me and effectively remove yourself from the field. Shall I just... Oh, let's just move forward. In fact, I was going to conserve my uses of Hex of Ruin to kill this and this with shooting, but I can kind of ignore them. I would rather instead Hex of Ruin this unit, make it defense to it, and then we can just shoot it to death immediately. Not have to worry about it anymore. How brave are we feeling? As long as you roll average, it should just be dead. The warlock and one guy now. Just enough time for it to fire another spell irritatingly. Oh no, it didn't use anything. It has its own Hex of Ruin and Shadow Bolt and just chose to do nothing. I'm not going to argue with you. This wipes them out single-handedly. His attacks are strategically loot. Allow this charge as this poor skulker will valiantly remove itself from the field of battle. Very much. Okay, how do we want to play this? One of these units is liable to turn around, so what I could do, if I'm cheeky, is recharge one of them with the Knight Commander and then recharge the other one with wherever the other unit is situated, so I'll let them move first. As that's how it's going to work, I'll come over here. Yes, let's curse standard this one rat, overwhelm it. Less of a concern. I'd like to wait to see where that moves before I start shooting, but I think I can shoot this and then step away and be safe. Despite it having defense 6 wounds, it's probably faster to kill this than the whole unit. If they're all like that. The monster, okay, you're staying on us. Probably just get around and ignore you then. I would presume that means you're going to turn around and try and engage them. One up here. Thought so. Good. So then we'll crisscross them exactly as planned. Yeah, I think that's a rear... It might be a side charge. That's fine if it is. Come this way. Good. So that's flanked and that's flanked. I get caught by those, but I think I'm okay. Going the wrong way. Okay, there's not really much for you to do at this point. You're kind of stuck here. I'll just get you out of the way. Now we know where they are. Again, the monstrosity is the preferred target. Better shot into these. Ah, it's faster, so it's more of a threat. Let's just kill it first. There you go, one more turn, it's gone. And then you. I might be able to kill it this round, actually. Whoops, yeah, just 2 fails. Got it. Oh, the Skulker didn't do anything. What a shame. And then, we didn't kill him. We explained to him the problem of running around with only 2 feet. It's a 4-foot economy, or hooves even better. It is a flank charge rather than a rear, but okay, will do. Surely there's some sort of giant rat or equivalent you could ride into battle. Solve this problem for you. One piece of us. I'd like to kill this unit first. Made easier if they pretended to roll average. Up here. I'll surely do it. Yep. And this won't take overly long. Now, who do I want to use spells? We don't really need rerolls because Genghis will handle it well enough himself. I could Hex of Ruin it and make it defense 3. Definitely kill it. Or I could Hex of Ruin this unit. We're already power 3, 4, 5 because of the Lance. So we're 1 over their defense anyway. If I lower their defense by 2, they lower to 2. And I become 3 over their defense, which makes it even easier. But honestly, we're going to win anyway, so I'll just guarantee this dies. Don't particularly want to be stuck with a big monstrosity turn after turn. By some miracle it holds on, we'll recharge it. Freeze, but rerolling, that's terrible. Yeah, okay, the extra point of skill would actually be appreciated. Never mind, Throat Singer picks up the slack. 23 is the... No, one of them survived, look at that. How valiant. How many wounds does he have left? All of them. One rather beleaguered Ratkin Alpha. Where are all your friends? Where have they gone? Reunite you with them right now. Further hexes of ruin to expedite this murder, but let's see if we can shoot them all down. Yes, as it transpires quite easily. You call it merciless, you call it cruel, I call it thorough. Not one rat survives. Take any casualties? Maybe from the long rifle at the start. Yes, that one long rifle picked off and light cav, and that's it. Level, this is the one that has everything we want already. Yeah, range, I ignore penalties, the skill. Yeah, just more of them. And then I can double heal at the campsite and go up to a nice size. Light cav. At last gets its skill. Hallelujah. Right. Shoot accurately. Okay. This is just going to take gold. This unit will heal once and go to 13 of 14. And then we'll get either XP or a level. And I think I want to take the XP. So I think I heal now to be at full strength. This unit heals to full and then gets a point of experience, which might result in greater unit size. But I won't be able to use the greater unit size. So I might as well just take the gold. You're already full size. You're already full size. Already full size. This unit will not level at the campsite. Therefore, we'll get 2 heals. So we'll get basically 4 guaranteed. So we'll go to 13 of 14. Which is nice, but I want it to be if I can, I'll get it as full as possible. So I'll sacrifice the small amount of gold for maximum horses. Go to there. No further cavalry, which is fine. We can just spend it all on some much needed upgrades. I haven't been buying upgrades for a long time. So come down here. We want lance and shield for the Imperial Knights, and then banner of mist so they can't be shot. Swiftness for speed is good. Light cav, I'll focus on the heavy cav first. Can't be shot. +1 power when they charge. And now I can start doing other things. So cruelty is opponent reroll saves, which is good. +1 to hit rolls, which is great because Genghis doesn't hit very well. And just increases defense and wounds, so he's tougher. That's good, he's not going to die. We still with 374. Well, in case I do happen to get stuck in combat, we can now start upgrading the light cavalry with combat banners. So a Kirsten Banner of Fury, +1 attack and power on the charge. Another Banner of Fury. Another Banner of Fury and Curse Standard, leaving us 1, 2, 4. That's really only what's left. Banners of Valor and War Banners. They're not great. It's just what reroll discipline tests. We shouldn't be losing combat, so we need to roll them anyway. And then War Banners are +1 score, which I guess could come in handy. So we'll give that to the melee unit so we can break things easier. So a War Banner. And the other heavy cav unfortunately don't have that, so we'll have to make do with giving them to light cavalry. You, for instance. Yeah. Continue. And then we heal to full. Okay, and then yeah, he gets to 7 and 3 of 4 as planned. This is irrelevant. You can't level up, so get to full size. Irrelevant, irrelevant. You will XP. Hooray! And the last possible second, they also get their skill. So I think that's all the light cavalry up to skill 4 now, right at the end of the campaign run. And these two can level. And of those, would I rather be fearless or extra skill? I'd rather the extra skill. Nice. That's it. Everyone is at truly max size. Oh, okay. How far can I stretch these units? That's it. I'm forced to go into 3 ranks with quite a few of them. Any of the cavalry who got over 12 will get there. 14 of 14 light cav. How much is there in total? So light cav, we've got 14, 28, and another 11, so 39. And for the heavy cav, 10, 24, 35. So 3 more light cav than heavy cav. But otherwise, yeah, that's a true cavalry army. I'm kind of speechless at how far we got. I knew you could get quite a few of them, but that's ridiculous. I never blew up the cavalry units to this scale. That might be the cap. I don't think there's any extra plus unit size options past that. That's about as big as they get. Cute. Okay. And then right in dead center of it all, Genghis Khan and his true horde. Face World's End. You'll find where World's End at this point. Fail to see what the AI could possibly do to stop us. Let's put the Keshig are the strong ones, who sadly never actually went up to are smaller than the Ivory Black Skulls. I guess in theory they're actually the stronger of the two now. They don't have a Banner of Fury, so we're still better. There's just more of them. I'll entrust this flank to you to kill everything there. You can hop over the wall and kill everything on this side. Again, I want melee cavalry on the side so they can hit things. And a bunch of just stack things in the middle to pick away targets, I guess. We're quite lucky here. World's End, the hostile evil one, has almost no shooting at all. There's a lot of monsters and high power melee stuff, but that doesn't matter. So that paltry catapult is all we have to worry about in terms of return fire. Yeah, he did half a night, so if we give it another 60 turns, or no, double 120 turns, it'll eventually shoot my army down. Or they come. Oh, Dread Knights, how scary. I think I just charged them and killed them. I could even flank them with this unit. More than happy for them to waddle forward and just ignore them. Dragon there and Abyssal Knights. You can beat that fairly easily. Everyone's got the skill upgrades. It's very satisfying. Just come forward and murder that. Down here so you can't get flanked by anything annoyingly. Giant. Who do I want to shoot at? Well, if you're going to die by being Imperial Knighted to death, I probably don't want to waste DPS here. And here, the dragon will come forward as well as the spawn. I need to wait for the dragon to move first, as if I move first, It'll likely stay out of my charge radius because of its superior movement, so I need to be clever there. Here then, I'll just do this preemptively, and you can flank the Dread Knights. I thought they would come forward. I'm going to start DPSing these. They are cavalry, so I'll have to take a long-range shot, which is fine. Would you rather start killing maybe one of these giants over here? Defense 6, defense 6. 8 wounds, they're the same, so let's just shoot this one. It's going to take a while. Now we can ignore this charge arc as this unit is pinned, so we can just stand here freely. But if I'm going to do this, I realistically should just use Hex of Ruin on it and kill it now, but I think I'll save that for next turn once he's actually thrown into combat somewhere. 18 hits is pretty good. Dealing 7 wounds, finishing it off. Nice. There's all that giant durability, not helping them out much. Yeah, same thing, I guess that unit's next. Shooting into the Dread Knights here isn't terrible because they are undead, so they're never going to run. Rather, you need to slowly but surely kill the entire unit, so we need to do all 16 wounds worth. We hit hard, but we don't have Imperial Elites for the reroll, so I'm going to help them by doing a bit of extra DPS now. Takes the edge off. I'll be able to get through that in one turn now. So frustratingly, they moved that first. My Lord is now ready to go. I think I'll have him come this way. Let's hit those Minotaurs in the back. They are quite an annoying unit. This one comes, that doesn't matter. I left it right to the end. There's nothing I can do about it then. It will get the charge on me, which denies me the Lance and Shield and the Banner of Fury bonuses. That's quite brutal. Unless I do this. I just say sod it and rush forward. That probably puts me into combat with the Spawn rather than the Dragon, but I'll take what I can get. As long as I get, it's more important that I actually give them the charge because they lose a catastrophic amount of combat effectiveness by being denied the charge. Okay, who charges first? I go first. I could do this, but then the Dragon Spawn will intercept me, so it's rather moot. In that case, I'd actually rather do this one. Prevent that dragon from hitting me in the side. Or being hit by the stupid centaurs. If that happens, I'll try this now, see if that works. It won't give it to me, but it's worth a go. Do this. Intercept there. Yeah, okay, we saw that coming. Fine. We'll get it next turn. Light Cav are not interested in engaging, so I'll just put the Minotaurs here. It's all of the melee line engaged. We'll use this now. As fast as possible. A lot of wound worth of Dragon Spawn to get through. Do we use Curse Standard here? Well, let's check. The Dragon is rather skilled. It is skill 5 as well, so I'm only hitting on 4+, rarely. So I'll get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 18 attacks. These two back here can't help. They're so far away from the fight. So 18 resulting in 9 hits on average. And I'll be power what? Base 4, 5 on the charge due to having a lance. But no Banner of Fury, so we're stuck at 5 and it's defense 5. I do reroll hits actually, so my hit roll is better than I thought. It'll be 13.5 hits. And that'll be halved again because they have equal power to defense, so it'll take 6.75 wounds and still be alive. Cool. Let's kill it now. Use Curse Standard. These are going to be a pest about it. I saw that coming. I could probably flank them actually with this unit. What I'll do, I'm going to Hex of Ruin Zombie Giant this turn, shoot it to death with these 3, and then start spreading these out to outmaneuver and kill things. You've used Primal Fury to increase the attacks and power on a unit that can't fight because it's turned the wrong way. What a stroke of absolute genius from the Goatman Shaman there. As we intend to come up here anyway, I might as well do. If I can inch into short range, that would be great. Nope, not yet. Oh, come on. You've got to be joking. How close do you need me to be? I'm actually touching it now. I've now gotten so close I don't think I can pull off the charge. It's rather irritating. I'm going to struggle to... yeah. I can position here, but then I can't draw a straight line from Oh, it's going to be very tight if the game lets me get away with it. Who am I kidding? That doesn't work. If I twist anymore, I end up stuck in terrain. I can't go backwards, so that inch there has cost me the charge on this unit. I'll still try. It's worth a go. Maybe I'll be pushed off the terrain and that will save me. Okay. You would be better off shooting this, because then this unit can come around and shoot over here more effectively. So I'll have you kill this one. 10 damage and dies immediately. Forward. Through the gap it's made. I fit through here as my unit's so massive I can't get through. Just about squeeze. I can, but it's not going to let me stop here due to being too close to an enemy. Maybe if I hug the wall a bit more. This. Oh, no, it will let me through. Exceptionally lucky it'll even let me charge this unit. Probably not, because it's a rear charge. Sorry, it's a side charge and I can't fit in the arc. Oh good, you're here now. Guess who's being shot immediately? I don't have another Hex of Ruin for that, sadly. Oh, you just cost me 2 shots, you cretin. Fine. I'm going to prevent you from charging my cavalry by doing this. I have to, otherwise the cavalry will be side and rear charged and stuck in place. Come here and blast it. Can't quite kill a dragon in one shot, but we can do a good chunk of damage. There you go. 5 of 7. Yep. So the White Lord on top does half a knight. We hit 11 times, which is 18 with a reroll. Doing 6 wounds and not killing it. Interesting. Wow, the dragon eats this. As long as it takes 1 crumble damage. Frustratingly, the White Lord reduces all crumble results by 1, so it actually survives on 1 wound. Yeah, the spawn just lose, not surprising. Get out of here. Get recharged immediately. The Dread Knights with no reroll will survive this yet. Not being Imperial Elites just sucks. We're only halfway through. Minotaurs get splattered. That was not difficult. How's this headache going to go? I don't think I can pull off my intercept now. Yep, stuck in terrain. So they are stuck and have to get flanked for my idiocy. Okay, well apparently I can legally declare this charge to kill the dragon, which is nice. I can't. I had to do that one first. I think they were scuppered either way, sadly. Okay, sorry, Black Skulls. You're on your own. I'll come over here and deal with this. Okay, this unit is they'll probably kill the Bone Dragon and then turn and face this or run, and then I'll be in a position to beat them anyway. Pretty much the entire army's stuck now, so we'll just pass and see what they do. Uses Wild Form in itself. Yeah, why not? Curse Standard, more attacks each. That unit is completely irrelevant. I don't have much in the way of valid shooting targets anymore. Who wants to reroll or Hex of Ruin? This will die anyway. I guess I could Hex of Ruin these to try and get through them. I have better skill and it means I actually have a chance of wounding. Realistically, I still lose is the problem, so it's kind of wasted. But I'll give them a chance to see if they can hold on. Just these two. Well, the only real target, I guess, is the Knights, which is a terrible target as they have a huge amount of durability. They're irritating. Abyssalam are, but they're great weapons rather than hand weapon and shield. So they're only defense 4. The defense 4 is a nasty breakpoint for them because we're power 4. It would be 4-ups, which are improved to 3-ups, as opposed to being defense 5, which means they have a 3-up save, which is then improved to 2-up. So all those 2s count as damage. In that case, it may actually be worthwhile charging them. I have the Banner of Fury, so I go up to power 4. So again, they only get 3-up saves. And I can do some pretty nice damage, but I'd rather clean up this mess first. Well, I'll be greedy and put myself in a spot where I can charge any unit I want. I can see all of them. Towards rally. And then you're just going to wait over here and see how this goes. Kill the dragon, please. Still re-rolling. There, it dies. And we didn't roll a single save, and because of that we actually managed to lose and ran off the field. You'll be punished severely for your incompetence later, don't you worry. So we drew until this unit attacked, and then we did lose. We held. These are very brave. Well done, Black Skulls. Dragon is going to disappear. Yep. We did what? We would have done all 7 wounds to it, even without the shooting volley. More dragon spawn, just suffering. Well, I didn't know they had 4 wounds each. I thought they had 3. Genghis now has all his magic items stacked, so he's turned into an absolute monster. We're happy to take that fight. Nothing for anything here to do, so let's kill this and this. I think I can beat them. You know, it's not... When you have this much cavalry on the field and they're this strong, it doesn't require an immaculate standard of play. You can basically just face roll. Well, if you can somehow squeeze a shot into the spawn, that would be great. Nope. What if I came forward and tried to wiggle around? No, they're just perfectly behind cover of their allies. Can't get there to hit it. Simply won't happen. Curse you. Right, I may use you then. But everything is stuck in combat except for that. This rallies, but that's less of a concern. I would actually rather charge the big block. Assuming that I can kill 1.5 wounds of knights and get them out of the way. Yeah, sure, curse standard, why not? Can kill 1.5 units of knights, very good. You lost by 1. No good odds of holding on. Yep, how brave. Now we can come relieve you. Minotaurs are quite potent, but they're just outclassed. We can help you here as well. Not a great hit roll. We take some damage back, but we are defeating them eventually. Light cav versus heavy cav in combat. I think these are both classed as light cavalry. Now them, don't let them get away. Now here, I would like to take this and this. Ignore the dragon spawn, honestly. Swivel around and shoot and kill it. This will be dealt with. This will be gone because it's surrounded and will lose combat and die. Something on themselves, apparently. May as well use this now. Can I get around there to shoot it is the question. It's quite far. Maybe in cover from my own allies. I can't get there. He's actually going to get away with this, and then the battle will end before I can go kill him. Well, if this does go away, he gets flanked regardless, so it's moot. Well done, Spawn. You've managed to perfectly tuck your way in a combat to save yourself. All hits. Hey, we finally did get our all hits. Bunch of rolls. Yeah, whatever. We are going to win this somewhat handily. And Throat Singer, we didn't even have to roll a check, they just died. Do 2 wounds, they do 3, we actually lost, okay. They're losing attacks now, so I should eventually win. I don't hold out much hope for this unit. Goodbye. The AI still fancies a chance. Good, I have another turn to kill them. Now, what are we more confident? Well, I think allowing them to charge me is the best bet, because attacks from Genghis and Throat Singer is our highest damage output relative to anything else, so we'll just allow it to happen. Yep, hitty. By all means. So the only real question then becomes, can I defeat this unit? Damn, I can't shoot them. Get them. Come on, boys, I believe in you. That's a good hit roll. Ah, they rolled too many ones, damn it. But they failed. Ah, I would have... Warbanner kept them in. We could have at least won and forced them to check. Yeah, the dragon spawn then dies. Okay, so we missed 1 Abyssal Knight out of all of that. Some rather funny rolls from our heavy cavalry, but try as SOVL might, we can't really lose when we have that much cavalry on the field. Well done, Genghis. Deployed on one side of the field, you walked your cavalry forward, and then you won. Such tactical genius you employed. You won. Models lost, yet not a lot with cavalry. 240 will be the light cavs that are obviously MVPing. Archers and ranged units in general will outclass melee units with kills due to the fact that whenever a melee unit wins a fight with something, if it's still alive, it tends to run away, whereas ranged units can just shoot every single model to death every turn over and over again. So 249 is our limit, yep. In fact, I don't think even the best of the heavy cav don't come up to the worst of the light cavalry. Heavy cav obviously still has its place. Let's not laugh at them. They're super useful in terms of picking off and dealing with the enemy's annoying fast stuff or out positioning them. But after that, so we do the first turn of heavy cav charge things that need to be charged, and then break, and then they run away and just let the light cav finish everything off. Maybe that is historically accurate, where you send your heavy cav in, they charge, they do the damage you need, and then they get out of there and other units can mop up. They've done the glorious charge. That's all we need. Right, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider liking and subscribing. SOVL is a free-to-play game. I strongly recommend you give it a chance, and the more people we can get hooked on it, the better. If you have any notes for any of these factions you'd like to see, particularly any of the paid-for ones down here, if you're curious what their unique abilities or units or play styles are like, then of course I'm happy to demonstrate. Or if you just want to chat with me down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. I do hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.